evidence that Moses was the one who wrote the Torah is in the sheer number of loanwords. In Exodus alone, there are 26 Egyptian loanwords that happen a total of 333 times. That's a lot. That's around like 1% of the entirety of the text. That might not sound a lot, but if I spoke to you with 1% Chinese in this video, you would be fairly confused. So there's a lot of loan words, and in the entirety of the Torah, there's 51, give or take, loan words, because some words are debated, which we'll get to in a second. I'm going to give you one loan word, which is debated, but could be an actual loan word. But there's 51 for sure loan words between Egyptian and the Torah, where the Torah just substitutes a word it doesn't have in Hebrew with an Egyptian word that does have. So an example of a loan word would be like telephone or smartphone. In Japanese, smartphone is smartphone. So that is a loan word. It's a word that doesn't exist in the native language. It is a newer technology, or it's just something that they don't use. Pajamas is another example, if you want an English one. Pajamas is not English. It is, I believe, Punjabi or Hindi, one of the two. So those loan words replace a word. They're like, hey, we know this word exists in this language. We're just going to use it in that language. Rather than invent our own word for it, we just take it directly. So the Torah has 51 of these where it just takes it directly, and it happens a total of 450 times in the Torah. So the vast majority of them happen in Exodus, but there's still this happening in the rest of the text as well. So of these loan words, some of them are like really obvious, like Pharaoh. That's very obvious. Even like some of the names, like Potiphar, Asenath, which means belonging to Neith, one of the chief creator deities in Hebrew or in Egypt. We also have Phineas and Zephaniah Paneah, which is Joseph's Egyptian name. Other names that are less well known as being Egyptian would be magicians. So in Hebrew it is Khartumen, and in Egyptian it is Partof. So it comes directly from, it also is a word for scribes. The word for box is tevia, and that is almost exactly the same. Priest is kohen, sash is avnet in Hebrew, and it's avin in Egyptian. Ephah is directly from ephat, which is a measure of weight. Same with hin. Hin is also directly from Egyptian. Gemea comes from gemea, which is reed in Egyptian. And we have, so one example that might be contested would be Ra. Ra in Egyptian is the chief sun deity, and Ra in Hebrew means bad. So if I were to say, bad dog to my dog, I would say Kelev Ra. So it might be that the word Ra for bad is a loan word, and actually is a polemic against Egypt because Ra is bad. So a lot of things in the text that show that Hebrew came from Egypt.